Who wins in your bracket? Do I gotta wait to see? Oh,
Yes,
okay,
you
that makes
do.
sense. I think I might have the same winners finals.
You don't.
No?
You know.
All right.
You know.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tuesday show. I'm Ultra David.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Sajam.
Tasty Steve.
And I'm James Chen, and this is the Capcom Cup 2016 preview special.
Yep.
That's right. Capcom Cup will be Friday and Saturday. It's
Yeah.
very soon now. It's in just a couple of days. We know who's going to be playing which matchups in the first
Finally.
round.
Finally!
As of yesterday.
Finally!
As of
We
yesterday.
think we know.
Yeah, so a couple people pulled out in the last week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what the deal was for CCL.
I think it was a Visa thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it sounds
I hadn't
like
heard
it.
that,
I mean, look,
but I did hear that Mysterio has not been able to go to the U.S. for 3 years.
I also heard the
and
same thing.
Knew that he wasn't able to go way in advance. This is just what we heard. Okay, I don't know. I don't have any.
Look,
but if so, that's kind of junky. That
You
you
know,
would
yeah,
wait until
look,
the
I think
last
played in the
week.
last chance
Come on.
qualifier.
Look,
Yeah.
look,
come
here in the Arc Revo tournament, remember, you couldn't enter it unless
Yes.
you had a Visa.
And now you see why. Now you see why these pre-checks are
I
done.
feel like that might be something they have to implement next year, that
Yeah.
you cannot enter it, like, by July. If July, you do not have your Visa by then, you should be taken out of the bracket.
Yeah, there should be at least like a 1 month like cutoff or something, right? Like there's got to be something.
There's a lot of Japanese tournaments, like you said, that they legitimately say you either have to show us your visa or have it with you. Like,
That
that's
makes
it.
total sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes total sense. But that's not how it went, and so we had to wait until yesterday to find out. But now we know.
Now we have our final bracket.
Now we know.
And the brackets, I mean, it's Capcom Cup brackets. Like, I'm filling out my brackets, and like round 2 is like grand finals of other tournaments. Like,
Yeah.
losers bracket round 2 is grand finals of other tournaments.
I mean, even some round 1 matchups were potentially
Yeah.
Infiltration versus Human Bomb, Luffy versus Mago. Like,
Yeah.
there's come on.
yeah.
I think that's good, though.
That's great.
It's
Yeah.
Capcom Cup. You
Well,
don't want
we're-
it to go, everybody there is a heavy hitter.
Yeah,
so
Cap-
here's the thing: we're not going to be able to, like, go through the entire bracket for all 4 of us. That's impossible.
It's
That'll
too
take
hard.
Right.
that'll take 5 hours. So what we're going to do is just talk about who we have to win, like, first round. And then we're going to do, like, vote by committee to see who advances forward in our brackets.
Yeah.
And then at the end, we'll talk about who we had winning in each of our brackets and, like, who the
Okay,
top 3
that's
was.
I like
and stuff
that.
Like
I like that
So,
choice. That makes a lot of sense to me.
Because
Because we've done each of us our own brackets
Right.
now,
Yes.
and like looked through it and stuff like that. So like we've all kind of done it, and it's too, like you said, it's too long to just go through it all together. Like I'll do it tomorrow on my stream probably, and it's gonna take me like three hours. I feel like just to do mine.
So are we doing the count, too? Are we doing what the series is going to be? Like,
No,
3, 2,
no, that's too much work.
It's too
Too
fancy.
much?
That's too much
Impossible,
work.
yeah.
Now,
I mean, we don't have
so-
to debate it, but I
If you want to
understand.
throw it out there that you think that that's gonna be the score, you can.
See,
but yeah,
I think that's
So,
good.
so
That's
but
fine.
before we start here, I just want to mention that there is maxoplata.net, which is a great site where you can find records. Like, you can look up 2 players to see who go up against each other, what their records are in games spanning like the past 3 years or so. He's helped us fill out an unofficial fantasy bracket for the past 2 or 3 years.
Right.
This is the 3rd year that he's done that. So if you go to maxoplata.net, in fact, let me just do this here. If you go to maxoplata.net /fantasy/Capcom Cup 2016, you can fill out a bracket there, but make sure when you do this to register or log in first here on this buddy here before you start filling anything out. Because if you fill it out and then are like, hey, yeah.
Oh, is that what happened to you?
Dude, so I hit login,
Uh-huh.
and then I clicked. Like, I logged in, and I clicked bracket, and then I filled out my bracket, and I ended, and it was like, you're not logged in. I was like, are you sure? 'Cause I feel like I clicked login, and then I clicked the bracket, but I guess in clicking the bracket, it logged me out. I filled it out twice. It's
Oh,
fine.
man.
So the nice thing about this is he has the bracket all filled out, so you can just be like, oh, infiltration, oh, Luffy beats infiltration, etc., etc.
Yeah, you can
right?
fill out the
So,
whole thing. So
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to be crazy about it,
Yeah.
that's what I picked.
Just hit reset picks.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
And then on top of that, there's an official fantasy bracket.
Oh,
Yeah.
has that been announced already?
They
or-
told me I could say it in email.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's do that.
So you can go to challenge.com/Capcom Cup 2016 and there's going to be a whole thing. They're going to have prizes. They told me, but I don't know what that's going to be.
Oh.
So challenge.com/Capcom Cup 2016.
That's
Yeah.
what I'll fill out tomorrow.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. There
Oh,
you
I
go.
see. Bracket predictions are being accepted, so you
Correct.
can create predictions there.
Yeah, so you
Correct.
can see the whole bracket is done there.
Okay, so you can fill it out in both places.
There you go.
Yeah,
There it is.
There you go.
Okay. Well, you want to just go through the list of who the players will be
Well,
at the start, or what do you
Before
want
we
to do
start that, do you want to address the rumors of the Marvel versus Capcom 4?
Keep
You
it
want
together,
to,
Steve.
Okay, I guess we
Steve.
do want to address that.
here? Okay.
I guess I think.
So
This
the
guy
rumor
wants to-
is,
yeah.
wow, you're biting his shirt. That's
Yeah,
right.
you
He's
are.
actually biting his shirt. Over
Steve.
there. So the rumor is that there's going to be Marvel vs. Capcom 4, and that it'll be announced at PSX. There was a 4 symbol that was leaked.
Which was proven to be false.
Oh,
That
is
was
that so?
yeah,
fake.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Anybody could do that though.
was so fake.
Yeah.
That you can't dismiss it because
Did you see
anybody
my
can make
counterpoint?
it. Yes,
Yeah.
I saw your
But
counterpoint.
it was very clearly not real.
Yeah, but regardless,
I'm just
all
saying.
these different sites like Polygon and everybody, they're starting to report it, but they're basically reporting it off of rumors.
Yeah, everybody's
So
rumor milling.
Everything is rumor
Yeah.
mills at this point in time.
I don't
but-
think there's been a single source cited. It's been like one place
My-
says it's a
my-
rumor, and then someone cites that place as their source, and then it's like a
my
bunch of like,
fathers, uncles, brothers,
One of
formers,
the first
roommates,
sites that leaked
basically.
it was oddly enough not a gaming site.
Oh yeah.
It was the thing is I have to go in because you can't give me this excited.
Okay, I can see you doing research on this.
See,
yeah.
look, but here's the thing. This is exactly the problem right here, right? So
Go on.
I said like 10 years ago.
You're gonna make me cry, dude.
I learned my lesson when the rumor came out for Sammy versus Capcom, which is supposed to put Guilty Gear versus Darkstalkers.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember.
That would be
got
sick, though.
so
I
I
remember
got
that.
so hyped for that, and I started dreaming about it. Like, what system?
Dream Akuma?
Who would they do with the system? Oh, they should
Dream
probably do
Akuma.
Guilty Gear. Oh, they should. Dude, oh my God, this is gonna be the best game ever, and it never happened. I've been burned since then, and so when I hear rumors
Oh,
like this,
man.
like I'm like, no, until it comes out, until it's true, no.
All right,
Steve,
Steve,
hit us with it.
Yeah, what's your info?
Okay,
Here? What is
He's
it?
done the
Alright.
research.
It
This
seems like it.
This is gonna be good.
Now, look, hear me out. The first time I heard anything about Marvel 4, no questions asked. I was like, you know what? It's not real. And I was like, it's not possible. This is me trying to fool myself. So what I did was, I went on the internet and I searched all the way back and said, what is the first site that said that there's going to be a Marvel 4? And it was comicbooksource.com. Not a gaming site, just a comic book source. Now the thing is about this site, they only talk about things involving comic books. It's like, it's really weird. You go back, they talk about deals that were struck between Marvel, Fox, and Sony, and they talk about this stuff. The first thing that comes up is Marvel vs. Capcom 4 might be coming out. And then they say, we say might, but we have strong sources that tells us this.
Did you say comicbooksource.com?
It's like comic books, it's like source comic book something news.com.
This is
I'm
getting
serious.
less
I'm
sketchy.
serious.
This is
I'm
getting. Well, I'm convinced.
comicbooksource.com is not real.
I'm convinced.
Well, I'm telling you,
There's like a site, something like that.
it's like something, I swear to God.
This is like when you hear Steve talk about Tekken combos, and he's like, hit him with a 34, and then it was like a wall stand and something or other, and then he did a dash thing, and then he hit him with a combo, and man, it did a lot of damage.
When they tell you about it, they said, well, when the game comes out, there's no way that people are going to be happy with the game. Why would they not be happy with the game? Because they don't have the rights to use X-Men characters. So they can't use. So that means no Magneto, no Wolverine,
But see,
no Storm.
you know what? How
Good.
much, I don't know if it's a situation like for me. Like I bet you it's not even they don't have the rights. They're probably trying to kill the X-Men like they've been trying to do forever,
Right,
yeah.
right?
They're trying
But-
to bleed him out.
But if you guys watch the movies, you'll know that Fox has had a really bad time with the license for like the characters.
That's my favorite site right there. Trust me, no, really trust me. .com.
All right.
And
I'll
they
risk
even
it
said
like this.
themselves that a deal is in the works for all of this stuff. And now I'm seeing Polygon and all this other stuff. And this was like maybe 2 or 3 months ago before anybody like actually touched it. So it's like this precedes all the stuff that came before. Now, do I know it's real?
Wait, it preceded the stuff that came before?
It took place This site posted this so much before.
Just like in comic book universes, sometimes you have time recursions, right?
Yes.
It's possible.
There you go. There you go. You know what, man? Forget you guys. I hope it is real.
I'm with you, Steve. I'm 100% with you here.
But either way,
Do you believe it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
It's
right?
so it's hard to
Do
say.
you believe it?
It's.
I want it to be.
I
real.
want
Well,
it to be
everybody wants it
real.
to be
Oh yeah,
real.
of course.
I want it
of
to
course.
be
Just like guys,
real.
in my head,
Here's the thing, right?
all I'm
I mean,
thinking-
okay, go ahead.
Okay, the only reason I want it to be real is because all I'm thinking is me and Steve sitting there commentating a Marvel 4 tournament, and he says "Dirty Snow, 2 boots," and I'm just like
I need
sitting
to
there, and
be
I'm
able
like,
to make references again.
all I'm thinking to myself is like, with the lore, I just want to commentate a new Marvel game with Steve. That sounds like the most fun thing.
I
want
to talk about comics again. I think that would be sick.
because 90% of our times that we're traveling is Steve educating us on all things comic book lore. And it's like the most entertaining thing ever. So that's all I'm thinking is I want it to be real just because I want to talk about it with Steve.
So here's the thing, right? Marvel just decided to kill their, we're making our own games thing. Like literally
Right.
just happened this year, right?
Well, it's not Marvel. It was Disney.
Disney,
They
right?
killed-
Yeah,
they
yeah,
had
yeah.
it.
So now they can license stuff again. In that time, like, there can't be anything, right? One and two. Even if there was, the game's not going to come out until like 2019 or
The
something.
rumors
like
are for
that.
2017, right?
Yeah, but see,
Yeah.
that,
You don't believe
I
it.
don't see that how that can be humanly possible. Like, can you make a game in a year like that? Can you make a
I don't know.
AAA
When
title
they-
fighting game? I mean, you might have Ken faces all
I
over
was
the
going to
place.
say, I feel
you
like
know?
Street Fighter 5.
Right, exactly.
Remember
but-
when they announced Mortal Kombat? They showed a trailer and that game had been years in development.
Right.
And when it came out, I said to myself, and you even told me, I was like, man, that game, there's no way they're working on that game already. And you're like, if they put a trailer out, that game looks pretty enough for them to be close enough to finishing that game. And I was like, you know what, you're right, it would make sense if they would do that. So
Right.
if it is in fact true that it could possibly be coming out, they must have been working on it for long enough for them to have something to show.
Right, but that's
If.
the thing is,
But
like, it might not
is
even.
fishy about the developer, right?
But it,
Yeah.
Who's
right,
developing
but it might not even be anything to show. If they are announcing it, maybe it's just like dun, 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 Marvel versus Capcom 4.
Yeah, if
Coming
it's like,
soon,
if it's
you
like
know?
they just started or something,
Yeah, uh-huh.
yeah, maybe.
I mean, but do they want to get people that hype for a game that's not going to come for like 3 years? Like, I feel like that would be a bad idea because you'd want
Yeah.
people to focus on Street Fighter
Fighter
5
5,
right
yeah.
now.
Sure, yeah.
So
it,
I don't
it
know,
really only
I-
makes sense if they're showing it, if it's going to come out next year.
Right,
So.
I'm
Yeah.
really skeptical about it.
So
That's
wait,
just
do you
me.
want it though?
Of course I
Everyone
want.
wants it.
Like, why would I not?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Steve,
As
Ant
long
Man,
as-
like it could, if they like, I
You know
read
what
some
I'm
of
so
the
mad
sets and said
about?
like Ant Man might be in there.
Yeah.
dude. Oh,
That would be
seriously.
What I'm
Winter Soldier
The Winter
in a bidding game. Come on, man.
Someone said
Did you know Stephen Colbert is officially in the Marvel Universe? Can we get Stephen Colbert, the video game
somebody
character?
said their team would be New Dante.
He is, he's
New
in the Marvel
Virgil,
universe.
Winter
He
Soldier.
like showed up in some episode.
I would hell play
Okay.
Dante,
He's
Virgil,
officially
Winter
in
Soldier.
there.
That would be
Oh
my
my
team for
God.
sure.
I would want Winter Soldier,
Black Panther.
Leon, and who else?
Leon, oh my
Black-
God, that
dude,
would be
Black
so sick.
Panther. Come on.
Oh God!
Black
if
Panther?
Black Panther is
He'd be a
Panther?
rushdown character.
he would be a
I feel
rush.
like he must be like he would be just Wolverine, right? Like
Yeah, he's got to
He's
be.
like the
right?
new
Black
Wolverine.
Panther's in that game. That's it. Like,
Can you imagine his intro? Him talking trash to all these.
It'll be like the scene in Civil War when he hopped off the roof and you just see the shadow. And oh my
And it makes the
God, that would
noise?
be so
it'd be
sick.
nice. It'd be nice to have Groot in there. He could do some really interesting things. He'd
See?
be like really unique.
And that's
So he
like
has
no
like
character.
he would have like a level 3 where he's super powerful, and then once it runs out, he turns into like a low fella
Or,
or
Oh,
something.
you're gonna
or,
make him
or it's
Arthur?
Rocket Raccoon Groot, and he's like he can
Yeah.
send
A
Rocket
tag
Raccoon,
character?
and he can like make it so he's like switching in between. Oh my God, that would
What
be
about
so
what
Someone
sick.
about
said 'cause they
Agent
have
May?
Disney
They should
stuff,
put
they could
Agent
put
May and
Kingdom Hearts
Agent
characters
Coulson in there. No.
Kingdom Hearts characters in there. I would main Sora so
Oh
fast.
my God. Anyways.
Justin Wong said they're gonna put Elsa in there, and he put her on point. I was like, Justin, you're bad at this. You put her anchor because she has ice beam assist, and you just put her last, dude.
Dude, like-
she takes no chip.
It'd be really, actually really sick if it was just a larger Disney universe thing. Cause
I mean,
That
it
would
would
be
be,
sick,
it'd be
really.
hard because obviously they don't want like Ryu punching Mickey Mouse, but you know.
no, yeah, there
I
would be.
want
There would
Ryu
be
to punch Mickey
but
Mouse.
but there could be a lot of interesting things.
Marvel has so many characters.
Yeah.
All I want is Goofy in there so that every time you punch him, he goes, wow, wow,
He just
wow,
thinks he's
wow,
done.
wow.
So,
Every
I would
time you
practice
made him
that
over and
character.
over.
So also, it wouldn't be Virgil.
Eric
It would
Launch on
be
Goofy.
me in a. I think it would be Nero. Nero,
would be sick.
Yeah, that
Dante.
makes sense.
Oh,
I love
my
Nero.
God.
He'd have like Spencer OTG with his
With the
demon
oh,
arm.
he has stretchy arm.
Yeah,
I
now
forgot about
they
that.
have to
I would
put,
play the lamest Nero of all
they
time.
would have to
Oh
put
my-
Sith Kermit in there now too.
Yeah,
right?
the
So,
dark, because Kermit is technically Muppets, and yeah, I saw a tweet
that's
about
part
that
of Disney
today.
as well. So
Anyway,
Well,
The moral of the story
I
is
would
I hope they
want
don't-
12 and Necro
That would be sick.
and Groot and
Q.
whatever. I
Don't
don't
bring
really
back
care
your
who
man.
shows it. No, he should not be in a
all right,
He should rest in peace forever in his own grave.
oh my God. Anyways,
Anyways, none of us knows if that's real, but I guess we'll find out in
I know,
a
like
week.
in 3
Few
days, right?
days,
We'll
yeah.
find out
It seems
soon.
very unlikely,
I think,
but
it's
I
unlikely.
hope it happens.
Fat Mega Man.
God.
I'm just saying, man. The internet like
God.
gets me hype about stuff that's never gonna happen.
This is the game that has Dark Donald.
Dark Donald, yeah. That would
Yeah,
be
it could
funny.
actually have Dark Donald.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay.
All right. Well,
Anyway,
Donald
All right.
Duck.
again, none of us knows if that's real,